A listener named Ben is on the phone with us for a second date update today. He said he recently went out with a girl named Vanessa, and there was a scene caused at the restaurant on their first date. Ben, did you forget your pants again or something? Because that happens to me nonstop. It's really embarrassing and usually causes quite a scene.
Well, actually, I did remember my pants this time. It didn't have anything to do with it.
Okay. Did she forget her pants?
Well, no, but that would have made it better for sure.
So your email said that there was a scene that was caused. First, tell us about the girl, and then tell us about the scene.
Well, first off, her name's Vanessa. She's a friend of a friend, so I didn't really know her initially. But, yeah, I mean, she's, like, seriously the hottest girl I've ever dated at this point. Like, for sure.
That's a bold statement, sir.
Well, not necessarily. He might have dated some real unattractive people.
No, well, she's, like, hot in general. Like, seriously, the other girls I've dated, they're pretty cute. I'm not going to lie, but this girl is, like, a ridiculous 10.
Okay.
So
did you know that before going into it? I mean, you said you were a set up friend of a friend, but had you known of her before and wanted the friend to set you up, or?
Well, when my friend wanted to set it up, I was hesitant, but then she showed me a picture of her, and then I was definitely in.
Okay.
So when you guys saw each other for the first time, do you think she was equally as excited about you?
I think I'm a halfway decent-looking guy, but I knew a little bit about her. Like, my friend told me she really liked Italians, so I suggested this one Italian place, but she said no. She wanted to go to her favorite Italian place.
I like how you're like, I'm gonna be a man here. I'm gonna think of the right place to take you, and she's like, no, we're going to my restaurant.
I think that's a really good sign. I mean, obviously she's excited about the date if she wants to show you someplace good that she thinks is amazing.
I was definitely down to try it. And plus, if she picks the place, then like she can't pin that on me if it sucks.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's a very good point.
You're out of the woods on that one.
All right, well, your email said that there was a scene caused during your date. Tell us about that. What happened?
Okay, so everything was going well until the waitress walked up, and she told us about the restaurant a little bit and then left, and everything, it seemed fine, but Vanessa was, like, really put off by that, and I didn't understand exactly, like, what was going on, and then she realized she had just left one menu, and that really put her off because she interpreted that as, like, what, am I gonna, like, order for her, or... like, is she not her own person? Like, maybe she just forgot a menu, you know?
So she got insulted thinking that the waitress was assuming that you were the man in charge.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I didn't take it like that at all, but then she comes to refill our waters, and Vanessa, like, criticizes that, too. Basically, she says that the waitress filled the water glass too high or something, and where it should be only a quarter inch from the top. And,
wow.
And then she went off about how she waitressed for years, and she can't believe that this girl is actually a real waitress. And by the time we were done, I didn't know what was going on, but she was getting progressively more mad.
Did you try to calm her down? I mean, how'd you react?
Everything she was criticizing, I didn't really know what to say because I just basically agreed with her. And I was just like, yeah. I was like trying not to rock the boat any more than it already was.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if she's already pissed off, you don't want to like poke the bear, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So what happened then?
So the waitress brings our bill, and I was going to leave a tip, of course, like a normal person. And Vanessa was like, no, don't leave a tip. She did a terrible job.
What?
Wait, a former waitress said not to leave a tip? That sounds so crazy to me.
Yeah, I know. Of course I'm going to give her a tip. Yeah. But I got up to leave, and I was just going to hand her cash, like, as in passing. Mm-hmm. But Vanessa goes straight to the waitress and, like, tells her off and, like, talks about how crappy of a job she did and, like, how she should never be a server anymore and go get a job somewhere else. And, like, she was so pissed.
Why do you want to call this girl again? She sounds like a really horrible person.
On the one hand, maybe she's just having the worst day possible. You know, I don't know what happened at her job before that or whatever. But at the same time, she's incredibly hot. And I
oh, my gosh.
Let her go like
you
that.
just want to give her another shot, huh?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I just want to find out what the actual deal is. And she won't return any of my calls. I don't understand why she would not want to call me based on having beef with the waitress.
Yeah, exactly.
Not your fault. And she chose the restaurant.
And you paid.
Exactly.
Have you asked your friend that set you up, like, is she known for being a little off kilter?
I talked to my friend about it, and she said, no, Vanessa's always super sweet, super nice, like even keel. And
Obviously,
she
your
has no
friend
idea
is
why.
your friend has never gone out on a date with Vanessa, it sounds like. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right.
All right. Are you nervous? Because I am.
Yeah.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Ben is on the phone with us, and Ben went out on a date with the Incredible Hulk. Very, very hot Incredible Hulk, but still a very, very angry person. Her name is Vanessa, and I guess throughout their whole first date, she just raged about everything. From the waitress only dropping off one menu, to her not pouring the water correctly, just all of it. And then even at the end of their date, she confronted the waitress and told her what a terrible job she had done before storming off and out of Ben's life forever. And now, for some reason, Ben still wants to see if he can get another date with this woman.
God.
Probably because she's just hot.
She must be like a supermodel or something, because I would not put up with that amount of crazy.
She definitely looks like a supermodel. And, I've only been on one date with her, so I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt because maybe she just had a bad day. Everybody has bad days.
Pretty people get away with everything. If she was slightly ugly, you would have so many horrible words for her.
No comment.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can find out why she's not calling you back, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, is Vanessa there?
this is she.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the
don't-
Morning. It's a radio show?
You're on the radio?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and just going to guess that you haven't heard of the show before.
It's a show? Like, the
Yes.
show is called Jubal?
Yes, it's a radio show.
Is this like a country show? Is it like, do you guys talk about stuff? What's
No,
What?
it's not. It's not. It's just. I mean, it's just a regular morning radio show. We do all kinds of wacky prank phone calls and things like that.
Are you pranking me?
No, I'm not pranking you right now. I do want to talk to you about something though, if you have a moment.
Okay, I guess depending on what it is.
Well, the other day, one of our listeners emailed us about you.
About me.
Yes,
Go on.
his name is Ben, and you guys went out on.
Nope. I'm not interested.
Whoa.
Wow, that was
Okay.
You
quick.
have his contact information. Just
Wait.
let him to know to stop calling me.
All right. Well, hold up, though. You didn't even let me finish what I was going to say.
I don't need to let you finish.
But-
The answer is no. I don't know why he's contacting you to contact me. Is that what's going on?
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know why Ben would send us an email about you.
I know why Ben is emailing you. He wants to go out with me again. He has made that very clear.
You may
Yes,
want
he
to
does.
hear what he has to say, because Ben said some things that you did that weren't super awesome.
I'm sure I know exactly what he said.
All right. Well,
It was not a good night. Ben was not a great guy. To be honest, I thought he was. At first, my friend really talked him up, and it's a no. It's just going to be a no.
Can I ask you a question about the date? Is that possible
Yeah.
without you getting
Sure.
mad at me? Okay. He said that when you guys went out, everything went fine. Like you guys were getting along, and then you started just raging about the waitress, and you got so angry that you ended the date by storming off to your car and haven't talked to him again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So, but from talking to you, it sounds like you were angry with him.
Yeah. Ben did not pass the test, and that's no more dates for him.
What's the test? Wait, what test?
To be honest, I am very attractive. I'm sure Ben made that clear to you. I am a very attractive person, and I'm not being haughty about it. I'm just being real. I'm generally attractive to most people.
Okay.
All right.
It's
Hey,
very humble.
confidence is a good thing.
Yeah, very humble, too.
Yeah. No, of course. But I'm aware of that, and I'm not a shallow person. Obviously, I mean Ben is attractive enough, but he's not. I'm more attractive than Ben is. Not to be mean.
Okay.
But a lot of times I have to deal with people who only want to date me because I'm attractive. So I set up a test process so that I can weed out the bad ones.
That's
What was the
actually
test?
kind of genius. Like, I don't understand it because I'm not that hot.
Thank you.
But
Oh, I'm sure you're very hot.
What was the test?
When I date guys, the first date is like when you find out what they're made of inside, like what kind of guy they actually are, not just looks, not what they're based on. And a lot of guys will just want to date me because I'm hot. So
Right.
I make it so I kind of provoke them to call me out on my shit. So that's why whenever I go out on a first date, I choose the restaurant. So the waitress is my friend, and so I wasn't being unfair to her, but I act unfairly. I call out little micro things like the water being messed up or not tall enough or quarter inch from the top. Like I've told them that I've waitressed before and that she is a waitress. And I just badger the waitress. And if he isn't willing to call me out and tell me that I'm being a jerk, then I don't want to be with somebody who would just agree with me because they're like, well, she's hot. Screw it if she's a mean, horrible person.
This is the most, at first I thought you were super vain, but now I just think you're an evil genius.
Genius! I was in the restaurant industry for years. This never happens.
Oh, it's happened. You just don't know about it. I'm not the only girl doing this.
Wow.
Dude, I
So the
love
waitress
it.
was your friend?
Yeah. She knows all about this.
And he just went along with the whole thing.
Yeah, he just kind of shrugged and was like, oh yeah, we'll get another menu. And oh yeah, the water does seem weirdly small from the top. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Is it almost fun for you? Like, how far can I go before this guy actually stands up for what's right?
This is making me sound like I'm an evil sorceress who's thinking of all these ways to do things, but it's not like that. I honestly want to find somebody of substance, like a partner who's willing to call me out. And, I've done this a dozen times. And out of all those, I've literally only gone on a second date with one guy.
Really?
And it's because he called me out. He was like, you're kind of being a jerk. And I was like, oh, round of applause for this one. Let's try this out.
Oh, my God.
One dude out of dozens actually call you out for being an a-hole because everybody else just wanted to date you because you're hot.
I'm glad that you're impressed by all this, but are we done with this phone call?
We are almost done. I just have one more thing I need to say to you.
Okay, what else do you want to know? I feel like I've told you everything.
Oh, I don't want to know anything. I just want to let you know that Ben is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and really wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes. Ben, you there? Or did you run away?
No, I'm definitely here. Vanessa, that's pretty what you did back at the restaurant. And look, I'm going to call you out now because apparently you like that kind of thing. And I didn't call you out back then because I'm trying to be a nice guy. And this is the first freaking date that I have been on with you. I'm not going to cause drama immediately. I get to know somebody.
That's not
first.
drama.
I'm trying to get
It's
to
not
know
drama
you.
to call somebody out on being mean. You could have easily just been like, nope, that's the water isn't weird. Do you have a problem with this waitress? You could have literally said anything instead of just being a little oh yeah, that was you. That's what it felt like being on a date with you then.
You get to know somebody first, and then once you get to know somebody, then you can call them out for all their So I'm just trying to get to know who you are, and you're
okay. But you
judging
called
me
a
by
no.
not calling
You
out.
called a radio station to try and get a second date with me, even though I was an asshole. So, if I wasn't attractive, would you want a second date? If I didn't look like this, would you want a second date? That's a no, isn't it? Okay, well, in case in point.
I mean, Ben, you've got to be honest. You didn't say one thing about her other than how hot she was. I honestly don't know anything about Vanessa.
Why are you giving her more ammunition? She doesn't know that. Look, everybody is attracted initially by beauty. That's just the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that you're a terrible person, but you're not the right person for me. I'm looking for somebody who's willing to call me out, willing to communicate with me if I'm being irrational about something. I don't want you to just be like, oh, pacify it, it's fine, I can have sex with her later. It's great, it'll be worth it.
I don't really know what to do. Look, I feel like I've been scammed, okay? Like one of those scams over the internet where you lose all your money and you don't really know what happened. And I feel like you didn't give me a fair date. And I deserve a fair date. Everyone does. And so, that's all I'm asking. I'm only asking for just a fair date, somebody that's open and honest and not playing tricks.
Hey, Vanessa, would you like to go out with Ben one more time? We will pay for a second date.
I want to give him a round of applause for that wonderful speech he just gave, but no.
Oh, my God.
Man.
You are brutal.
Made a point.
Well, you know what? Look, okay, that kind of steals the deal for me because if you're going to be an asshole like that, I wouldn't want to date an asshole anyway.
Oh, now he doesn't want to date an asshole.
Ben, if you would have done that on our first date, maybe we'd be going on a second date now. You would have had to call a radio station to get in touch with me.
This is bullshit, man.
Ben, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Look, I can't win. If I called her out and didn't like who she was, then she would like me. And if I didn't and wanted to get to know her more, then she won't like me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess on your next date, just as soon as you start going out, just call him out on everything. Just be rude.
Is that what you're wearing
Yeah.
today?
I'm definitely going to do that next time.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The hot test. Didn't even know it existed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll tell you in just a second. We're talking about today's second date update. And the guy in today's second date update named Ben, I bet he feels wronged. And you know what he should do?
Oh, what should we do, Jubal?
You should get a hold of my friends at advocateslaw.com. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can call them at 206-512-3555. Personal injury attorneys. Let's say you're walking along, you're crossing the street, and somebody's not paying attention, and bam, they hit you with their car. Well, you probably want to get some money for that, I would think. And the best way to do that is hit up my friends at advocateslaw.com. It's 206-512-3555. They've gotten over $100 million for their clients, so hit them up. Speaking of being blindsided, Ben went out with Vanessa. She was terrible on their first date, yelling at the waitress, saying, like, are you even going to tip her? Just complaining about everything.
Obnoxious.
When we got her on the phone, we asked her about the date, and she said, yeah, I do that on all my first dates because I'm incredibly hot. But she didn't sound like cocky hot. She just sounds like I know I'm attractive, and dudes just want to date me because I'm good looking. So when she goes out on dates, she acts like an a-hole, seeing if the guy will call her on it so she knows that he's just not into her looks.
It's all set up. Like the waitress was actually a friend of hers. That's why she picked the restaurant.
That is so smart.
And I couldn't figure out why he wanted to call her when she was being just a jerk. But
It was because she was hot.
Dude,
she was hot enough.
The worst part about this is I would fall for this. I would fail at this test totally.
Oh, I think most dudes do. That's why she does it.
And there's so
smart.
many dudes that are pissed at her on the text board right now. Someone texted in, she sounds like she has a weird face and a small booty.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Guys are angry at her, but
Because
hey,
that's not petty.
it worked. Because normally you wouldn't want to do you wouldn't want a second date update if you went out with somebody like that. But he still wanted to do it because she was hot. So I guess it worked for her. Text in at 78592. Ladies, are you going to do this test now? Did you learn something from Vanessa? Remember, if you want to do a second date update, just email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving.
Jose, have you ever met a woman at the grocery store?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, she didn't say yes to my ask her out, but I met her.
You have tried.
But I met her.
That's
Right.
a good place to meet chicks.
That's what they
2%.
say. They say it is a good place to meet women at the grocery store. That's where Kelly met Joshua, the guy that she wants us to call this morning. Right, Kelly?
I know it's really embarrassing, but that's where I ended up meeting him.
So now, did you stalk him or did he stalk you?
Flag.
We just actually were both in the pasta aisle.
Oh.
I was buying pasta sauce, and he was getting SpaghettiOs.
Nothing like a little Italian love affair
So
at
you
the
saw-
grocery store. Wow.
You saw that he was a really good cook and it turned you on
Oh, right.
instantly.
I actually started laughing. I kind of made a comment that I thought SpaghettiOs were only for fat kids.
Oh, jeez. Coming out swinging, Kelly.
So you just started ripping on the guy. Did you think that he was cute like right off the bat when you saw him and you were trying to start a conversation with him?
You know, I didn't really think anything. I saw him reaching for SpaghettiOs, and I was pretty shocked because I didn't know that adults still ate that stuff.
All right.
But yeah, he was really cute. So,
What did he do when you ripped on him for buying SpaghettiOs?
you know, he chuckled a little bit, but he eventually ended up asking for my number. So,
Huh.
All right. Maybe he liked you because you ripped on him. I don't know.
You like that, Jubal.
I like it,
He
yeah.
likes a little abuse.
I do.
The
I like to-
meaner the girl to Jubal, the hotter he thinks
Yep.
she is.
I like to be beaten up just a little bit.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
What'd you guys do on your date when you went out?
he just took me out for a movie and some dinner. It was pretty normal, and I think it went well because he ended up asking me back to his place.
All right. Did you guys go all the way? Seal the deal.
Put the O in SpaghettiO.
Yeah.
We ended up fooling around.
Okay.
We didn't go all the way, but I think I might have messed it up.
Why do you think you messed it up?
As I was going over the date, I realized that song, What Does the Fox Say, I kept singing it like under my breath.
Oh, no.
I was worried you made another fat kid joke at the wrong moment.
You kept singing What Does the Fox Say?
Yeah,
Under your
and
breath?
it wasn't like once. It was at least 3 or 4 times.
Are you talking about like while you're making out with the dude, you're just like, what does the fuck? Like, what do you
I
mean?
hope not.
What do you mean you hope not? You don't know?
The song was so stuck in my head that any time anything came up that sort of referenced it, I just kind of started humming along. And
So you had the "What Does the Fox Say" song stuck in your head, and you couldn't control yourself from randomly humming it.
haven't you guys ever had a song stuck in your head and you found yourself singing it?
Yeah, when I'm by myself.
No, I've done it.
I've been singing Bye 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 by NSYNC since 1999.
Oh, God.
That's because you think it's a current song still.
Did he ever make note of that or bring it to your attention? Or
I did get a couple of weird looks, but I wasn't really paying attention.
Maybe he just thinks you have some kind of twitch or something like that, or just Tourette's. You have Tourette's. He's like, oh,
Musical
okay.
Tourette's.
Yeah. So how'd the date end then?
We went back to his place and we hooked up, and then I had to be home for work in the morning, so I just left. And I thought I'd hear from him the next day, but I never did.
what did he say when you left his place?
He just said goodnight. I mean, I don't think that I sang the song while we were hooking up.
Yeah, right in the intimate moment, he's like,
Closes the door. I hope you figure out what the fox says. But you need to leave. So when's the last time you heard from him?
I haven't heard from him since I left his apartment.
Okay, and then how many times have you tried to get a hold of him?
I've called him twice. I didn't try to get in touch with him the next day, but then I figured why not. But he didn't answer.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
Luckily, we're not playing the song What the Fox Say.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Kelly, you ready to call Josh and see if you having the song What Does the Fox Say stuck in your head and humming it over and over again annoyed him to the point where he didn't want to ever see you again?
Yeah, let's do it.
If you're just tuning into the second date update, Kelly wants us to call Josh, a guy that she met at the grocery store. They went out to dinner and a movie, ended up back at his place. They were making out a bunch, and then she left. She thinks it might be because she had the song What Does the Fox Say stuck in her head and was humming it all night long out loud.
Would that change your mind, though, Jubal? I mean, if you got a girl all the way back to your place.
It depends how annoying it was.
Yeah.
And if she was all the way back at my place, I'd probably be like, all right, I can deal with it for right now, but I'm not going to call her.
But in the morning, I will not call her back.
Yeah. But if it was like constant, I might be like, okay, this girl is just a little too much for me.
Yeah.
Like a little too hyper or something
But
like
still not a quite deal breaker to
that.
some guys.
All right, you ready, Kelly?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to call him right now.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Joshua.
Yeah, this is Tim.
Hey, Joshua, this is Jubal. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Do you have any idea who Jubal is?
No, I really don't.
All right. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5, the radio station. We're calling you because you recently went out with a girl named Kelly, and you've kind of blown her off since your date.
Yeah, I do remember Kelly, yeah.
I thought you were saying, yeah, I did blow her off.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's what it sounded
Yeah.
like. Do you realize that you've blown her off?
Yeah, actually I do.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, he was honest the first time.
Is there any particular reason why you're not calling Kelly back? She emailed us and said that she liked your date and she wants to go out with you again, but you won't return her phone calls or anything. Is there a particular reason? Did she do something wrong on the date?
Well, she was a very interesting girl.
She's very interesting.
What does that mean?
That's usually not high praise.
Honestly, I've actually never met a girl like Kelly before.
And you're saying that's a good thing?
Not exactly.
Trying to be positive?
Not the good kind of unique.
Okay, we talked to Kelly, and she said that she had that song, What Does the Fox Say, stuck in her head, and she kept humming that throughout your date. I know for me, if I were to go out with a girl like that, I'd think that was kind of strange and maybe a bit annoying. Did that bother you?
What does a fox say? What does that even mean?
What
It's
does
a song.
the fox say?
It's a song. If you're not familiar with it, don't worry about it. It's not that great. So what's the problem then? Why aren't you getting back to her?
Well, everything was going perfect, I thought, until we got back to my place. Things got kind of, hot. We started making out a little bit, and
Nice.
and then she took her shirt off, and then there was something there.
There's something there.
That's
Like
weird.
boobs?
What does that mean? Yeah, usually there should be a couple of things.
Like, wait, something
There.
that doesn't belong?
What do you mean was
Something
there?
that didn't belong. It was more of like in her stomach region.
What?
She have like a tattoo or something?
More like, let's say, I guess a third nipple.
Oh my God. Oh, that's so weird.
I cannot believe you
Josh?
just did that.
Out.
Josh,
Oh no.
I am so embarrassed.
Josh, Kelly's on the phone right now.
Oh god.
Just
crap.
Gosh, are you serious? That is not a third nipple.
What is it
What
then?
was it?
It's a nub.
It's a
Oh, no. Oh, gross.
It's an extra piece of skin.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not a third nipple. And my ex-boyfriend actually really liked it.
Oh, God.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I didn't mean to laugh on that one. Oh
You're
god.
just kissing the nub like it's his favorite.
Wait.
So Josh, you thought she had a third nipple and that grossed you out and you didn't want to continue it any further?
It looked exactly like her other two nipples.
Clearly, you're not an experienced guy if you don't know what a nipple looks like.
I'm sorry. Can you guys explain to me again what it looks like in detail? I just want to know.
Brooke's like getting turned on. Tell me every detail about the third nipple.
Send photos to
Yeah.
Brooke at moving925.com.
A flap
If you have a
of
third nipple,
skin-
just email it to Brooke. She wants to see it.
A flap of skin and something with an areola are very two different things.
Is it like a skin tag?
This was a nipple, man. I've seen nipples before.
Not
but I
a
swear this was
nipple. It's not
I
a
don't know,
nipple.
maybe
It's
it
a
just
little
freaked me out.
piece of skin. I can't believe that you're that shallow that you wouldn't call someone back because of that.
I can't believe you're that shallow to not warn me about it.
Oh.
You gotta let me know something, like, you gotta admit
You
that.
seriously,
that's
you
kind
need to
of-
be warned about an extra piece of skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Is it big,
come
Kelly?
on,
Like,
you
how
guys.
big is this little nub you got?
You guys.
No, it's seriously, he's being a child. It's
Yeah.
nothing. It's a little piece of skin. It doesn't look
It's
anything
big,
like
dude.
a nipple.
Kelly, I know what a nipple looks like.
All right, at this point, I would like to ask you guys if you'd be interested in going out on a second date. We will pay for it. Josh, would you like to go out with Kelly again?
Now that I know it's not an actual nipple, I guess I can get over that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh, awesome.
Kelly, Josh would like to go out with you again and give your nub another chance. Would you like to go out with Josh?
Absolutely not.
No?
For you, Kelly.
Come on.
No, no way.
Well, he didn't know it wasn't a nipple. Now that he knows, he's willing to say, okay, I can get past it.
It just looked like a nipple. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I think that your nose is huge, and it actually resembles a penis.
Oh.
My nose.
Yeah. And it's pretty awkward because it's actually bigger than your real.
You guys are perfect. Then you guys are perfect for each other. You got Kelly with a nub on her tummy and nose Josh. I think you guys make a great couple. It's important to be a good friend.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, that friend ruins your chance at getting some action. Then you should cut them out of your life. That's what I think. And in today's second date update, that's exactly what it sounds like happened to Jay, who's on the phone right now. Jay wants to call a girl named Michelle, and she's not calling him back after one of his friends apparently ruined his date.
Uh-oh.
How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing all right now, guys.
Why don't you tell us what happened?
Well, I met Michelle online. So I saw her profile, and her profile did stand out to me a little bit because, like, she just came off as so, I don't know, down to
Willing?
earth and that.
Willing? Oh, down to earth. Okay, sorry. I thought
That's
you were going.
almost the
I thought you
same
were going
thing,
willing
yeah.
on that one, but
He's like, that's what I go for.
that's what I usually look for in a woman.
Dude, it's actually kind of refreshing to hear a guy say that her profile stood out not because of how much boob she had in the picture.
Yeah, it's like because I like the fact that she had, like, a lot of pictures with her family. But the truth is, she also had a really nice set of boobs, too. So I can't
She had
deny
everything that you were looking for.
Just when my
Yeah,
faith
the
was
whole
renewed.
package.
that. So she seems like she's normal. She seems like a nice girl. So I messaged her, and she messaged me back, and we kind of hit it off. And we messaged back and forth for a couple of weeks, and we set up a date, finally.
Cool.
Now, what'd you do on the date? Your email said that your friend actually ruined it for you.
Well, it was a first date, so we decided to do just something like, low pressure, casual, just to meet up for drinks at a bar after work.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like getting ready to go and meet her, And then one of my coworkers, who's a friend as well, he comes and tells me like this awful story about how he just got dumped by his girlfriend.
Okay, so you guys are at work and he's giving you a sob story.
Yeah, I mean, he was actually pretty devastated. Like, he was like crying and stuff.
Oh, poor guy.
So you're like, hey, yeah, your story's cool and everything, but I got a date right now with a girl who will hopefully be my girlfriend.
Get out
Yeah.
of here.
You're standing in my way.
Well, there's definitely a part of me that was thinking that, but I couldn't leave him. I mean, he was literally crying. I just couldn't just like bail on him. So I was like panicking a little bit. I'm like, what am I going to do? I can't abandon him. So I texted Michelle and I asked her, listen, my friend, he just got dumped. Is it okay if I bring him along? You know?
Oh, why wouldn't you just reschedule with her?
Yeah,
that
wasn't
seems
smart.
No kidding.
Looking back, maybe, but it's just like our schedules were like so conflicting for so long. It's taken me 2 weeks just for us to get together. So I really wanted this to happen. And I just thought this, like, he would come along, we would have a few drinks, and we would be able to just like break away, and like he would go home, and that would be fine,
Right. Was she cool about you bringing him along?
She said, yeah. So we went up and we met and we all had some drinks. And every time I thought we were going to break away and pull the cord and...
Ditch the single loser. Get rid of that chump.
Get rid of the third wheel.
Yeah.
Just like he was, he just kept breaking down. Like we could not, it's horrible to say it, we just couldn't shake him.
So he was like
sucks.
crying when you guys were out drinking.
He was sobbing, yeah.
Oh,
and at this point he was kind of like this whimperish sobbing. I mean, what do you do?
That's awkward. Was she trying to comfort him too?
She was just trying not to say anything that would make things worse.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
she doesn't know the guy, so she was just trying to say, just be all neutral and just be like, it's going to be okay. And
I guess you'd probably get points because you look like a really caring friend, which is always a positive. But were you ever able to just talk to her?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, after, 2 hours, she was pretty much kind of like, she just said, I got to get going. She needed to go. And I was like, all right.
So I'm guessing your date ended with a passionate kiss right in front of this guy. No?
He started crying more.
It was like the awkward kind of like shoulder bump hug thing. It was just a polite hug goodbye.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And have you heard from her since the date?
Well, what I did was when I finally got home that night, I sent her a text asking her if we could try it again. Just hit the reboot button, reset button, and just try it again, just the two of us this time.
Yeah.
And she texted back that she didn't think it was going to work out or it was a good idea.
Oh,
Really? That sucks.
I mean, that's kind of messed up, though. If she's blaming you for...
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an ideal situation, I get it, but you think that she'd give you another chance.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah, I thought she would kind of see the whole thing that I was trying to do the right thing for my friend. And I even texted her asking her, is there a reason why? Like, if she could just, at least tell me why. But she never even texted me back after that.
So that's all you've heard from her. I don't think it's going to work out.
Right. Yeah, that was the last thing I heard from her. And she never got back to me. And now I'm like, man, I spent 2 weeks. We really connected online. We had the chemistry. And it's like I just blew it.
Have you murdered your coworker yet?
Well, it's like his girlfriend dumping him, kind of ruined 2 relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
no kidding.
You two can cry together now at your cubicles at work.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to. That's the thing. I really don't want to. I really want to make this work.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and then get your second date update, all right?
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'm actually surprised that the guy that's on the phone to do a second date update today isn't getting a call back because normally uncontrollable crying on a first date always works for me. But then again, it usually happens in the bedroom, and they never made it to the bedroom. They were just in a bar. So you should have had your date in a bedroom, Jay, and it might have worked out better for you.
I'll try to keep that in mind for
All
next
right,
time.
good.
I appreciate the advice.
If you're just tuning in and don't know what I'm talking about, Jay went out with a girl named Michelle that he met online. The only problem was right before he was about to go on his date, a coworker friend of his came up to him and said that his girlfriend left him. And he was in tears and everything else. And so Jay was like, all right, well, you can come along with me. He asked the girl if it was okay to bring the dude. She was like, sure. And I think Jay was hoping that the guy would eventually get lost But instead, he spent 2 hours with them on Jay's first date with this girl, crying and sobbing and just talking about how his life was over because his relationship ended. And she hasn't talked to Jay since, except for telling him that it's not going to work out. All right, Jay, you ready to get her on the phone?
Yes, definitely.
Maybe she just realized that relationships aren't worth it and it's better to be single than put yourself through that heartache.
Or maybe she got his number instead of yours and they've been seeing each other ever since. She felt bad for him.
That'd be a smooth move by that guy if he could get a date after crying for 2 hours.
That sounds like the greatest scheme ever. If he did that, I'd let him have her.
You actually commend him for it. All right, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Michelle, please?
This is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal, like the radio show?
Yeah, just like that. How are you?
Well, I'm much better now. What are you guys doing calling me?
Nothing, just calling people that you listen to the show. That's cool. We're just calling to check in with people, see how they're doing.
It's part of our service.
Yeah, right.
I'm actually calling you because somebody emailed us about you.
Oh, God. Tell me this is not a freaking second date update.
I'd love to do that, but it is a second date update.
Oh, God.
And you recently went out with a guy named Jay.
Oh, my God. You're calling me about Jay?
Yes, I am. Jay emailed us and told us about your date. Said that it was really awkward because his coworker came along. And then after the date, he texted you like, hey, I'm sorry about that. We should try it again. And you texted him back that you weren't interested.
Yeah, that's... I can't believe that he told you all that.
Well, he obviously liked you a lot and wants to see you again. Yeah. So what's the reason that you told him it wouldn't possibly work?
Well, he told you how the friend came along, right?
Yes, he did. He said his coworker showed up and cried pretty much the whole time.
Yeah. Is that not enough?
So is that the only reason that you're not calling him back, because of his coworker?
No, the coworker cried the whole time, and to comfort him, he started saying horrible things about the girl. I mean, she wasn't even there to defend herself, and he's like, well, you know, she was kind of fat, so you can do better. I mean,
Wait,
wow.
I was there.
He was trash-talking his coworker's ex?
Yes. He was like, oh, you can do better. I mean, she has a nice set of boobs, but that's all.
And he was saying this in front of you, and what were you doing?
I was like, yeah, I hope it gets better for you. There's more out there.
But can't you give him, I mean, you could throw him a bone on that one. It's not like you've never comforted a girlfriend by talking about what a loser her ex was.
Bro talk.
On a date?
Well,
I wouldn't say that.
Circumstances were bad.
I wouldn't say that in front of another girl. I'd be like, oh, dude, she's a waste.
Saying horrible, like she had man hands. You don't want her. I mean, and then the part where I was like, okay, I need to leave is when they started asking me for friends, because the best way to get over someone is to get under someone else.
So he was asking if you had any friends that his buddy could hook up
So, hey,
with.
can you call somebody and get them here right away
Oh my god.
so that maybe he can sleep with someone?
Really?
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to see you later.
He actually asked you if you had a friend that would sleep with him.
Yes. And could I get them on the phone right now?
Oh my god.
That is.
What was your response to that?
I was horrified and disgusted, and I tried to extricate myself from the situation and said I need to leave.
Was there, like, anything enjoyable about the date?
I mean, it was funny on the outside. I'm glad I wasn't, emotionally involved at that point.
Did you ever for once think about a friend, you're like, oh, I bet you she'd do it, and then almost call them?
No.
No, not at all.
Can't even go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, I know that it sounds like you're a listener to the show, and I don't know how many second date updates you listen to, but maybe you forgot that Jay is actually on the other line listening right now.
No, I figured that was coming. I'm glad that he got to hear all that.
Oh, okay. Jay,
Well,
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
pretty harsh recap, Jay.
Listening to what she just said, I can't believe she's like saying this kind of stuff.
I can't believe that I was on a first date with you and you solicited one of my friends for sex.
Or tried to.
No, that's not what I did. That's not what I did. I was consoling my friend. That's what I was doing. It's called consoling your
The
friend.
way you went about it was not in a nice way. You have to know your audience, and I was there. It wasn't just the guys talking. And I'm glad that I got to see that side of you before I ventured in on a real date. So,
Well, wait, haven't you ever had a friend who just got dumped? I mean, haven't you ever broken up with the
yes,
guy?
and we go
Haven't
get
you ever
ice
been
cream,
dumped?
and we watch a sad movie, and I say, oh, sweetie, it'll get better. There are better ones out there.
Just wait a minute, though. But, like, you're telling me you've never had, and you don't know any of your friends who've ever had a casual, just a hookup after breaking up just to feel better about themselves? You tell me.
You might end up doing that, but you don't go on a first date and ask your date to help you on that venture.
I was just trying to, like, get you involved so you didn't feel left out. That's
You
all.
were trying well. I did not feel left out, so thank you.
Don't you just want to maybe apologize, though, and just say the timing was bad?
No. I mean, this is like, we got to be realistic. She knows what's going on out there. I mean, don't be such a prude.
Okay, well, you're being a jackass, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. We're not made for each other. Great. And you were just a jackass, so I hope nobody goes out with you ever again. Yay.
Well, this would be a perfect time for me to ask. Michelle, would you like to go on a second date with Jay?
It's never the perfect time.
Let me think. No.
No. Are you sure?
I'm very sure. Thanks so much.
Okay. Michelle, do you have a friend who's a little loose on the moral side that would want to go out with him?
Well, you guys seem very loose on the moral side. Why don't you jump on in there?
All right.
She has a
Hey,
point.
Jay, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, but it is like you just went through a breakup, and I will sleep with you to help you feel better.
Oh my God.
I'm going to have to say that that's a no.
Oh, that's too bad.
You just got rejected.
I just
man.
got turned down, too.
What a second date.
Everybody's getting turned down, and nobody's getting laid over it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Quick word of advice for all the gentlemen out there dating. If you're out on a date, do not badmouth women the whole time. And then ask your date if she has a friend who's pretty easy and would hook up with one of your friends.
Isn't it weird that you
I
have
shouldn't
to
have to
actually
say that.
Yeah.
I should not have to say that, but unfortunately I do. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm talking about today's second date update. This guy, Jay, wanted us to call a girl, Michelle, that he went out on a date with. The problem with his date was that right before he was going on it, one of his buddies that he works with came up to him pretty much sobbing, heartbroken. He had just broken up with his girlfriend, and it's like right before he was leaving. So he asked his date, hey, can I bring my coworker along? He'll just be there for a little while, and then he'll go on his way, but he's having a tough time. And she was cool about it. She was like, sure, bring him along. Yeah. Well, it turns out, after we got her on the phone and she told us the story, that during that time, while they were trying to console his coworker, he actually was just like bad-mouthing the guy's ex-girlfriend, like saying horrible things about her in front of this girl, and then also stopped to ask the girl that he was on a date with if she had a friend who was, you know, easy enough and willing to sleep with this dude in order to help him get over his girlfriend. Like, hey, you know the best way to get over somebody is to hook up with somebody, right? So do you have any friends out there who might just, you can call them up right now, they'll come over to the restaurant, they can go to the bathroom real quick and get things done?
And I like
surprisingly, she didn't like that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a look into what could happen if they ever broke up or anything, or how he handles his own relationships, you
Not
know?
at all.
He's going to call her fat and everything.
Right. He didn't understand why she didn't want to go out with him again. But a lot of people texting in at 78592 understand exactly why she didn't want to go out with him again. Remember, if you want to go out with somebody, if you've been out with somebody and they haven't called you back, just email the show, brookandjubal@moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back. Curious about the date in today's second date update? I'm more interested in this guy's name than anything else.
Why?
Because I haven't talked to this dude yet, but he did sign his email, The Wart.
Stop
The
it.
Wart.
Please tell me that's not his nickname.
Is that your name, Wart?
No, it's not my legal name. It's a nickname my college buddies bestowed upon me.
Okay.
That's kind of stuck.
You convinced a girl to go out with someone who goes by the Wart?
Well, I didn't drop it on her until I met her in person, obviously.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So what? I'll call you Wart for this second date update, but what's your real name?
My real name is Desmond.
Desmond. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd rather go by Wart, too.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I thought.
So tell us a little bit about the girl that you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name is Jamie.
Jamie and the Wart. I
Got it.
like it.
It's got a nice ring to it,
It's
huh?
like a romance novel.
How'd you meet Jamie?
I had met her on an online dating site.
Okay. And what did you like about her from her dating website?
Well, everything. And to be honest, I kind of thought she was a bit out of my league, but I took a chance anyway.
Whoa.
And she agreed to go out with me. And then when I met her in person, my suspicions were confirmed.
So she was out of your league. How many levels up from you?
About 17.
Oh my gosh.
So she's super hot, out of your league, and you scored a date with her. Congratulations. What did you guys do?
Well, we met up and ended up going to a hotel bar to kind of hang out.
Oh, that's so seedy. Hotel bars are always seedy.
Yeah, but you know what? To me, I find them to be very nice and fancy places that show me in a good light, that I can afford to go to a place like that.
It depends what hotel you're going to.
Yes.
If it's the W bar, then that's
Yeah,
nice.
Four Seasons.
Yeah, if it's like a Motel 6 lobby,
Yeah, or the Red Lion
it's
out
going to
by
be
an
a little
airport.
different. Yeah.
What was her first reaction when she saw you?
She actually responded to me, I feel like, in a pretty pleasant way. She was very cordial, very excited, I thought. I gave her, instead of doing a handshake, I went right for a kiss on the cheek.
Whoa. Bold move, sir.
Aggressive.
And this is how I introduced her to my nickname, because I said, well, you've just received a kiss from the Wart.
Oh. And she
I don't
liked
think
that?
that's a good way to go into things. How'd she react after you said that?
Oh.
A little confused, but that then opened the door for me to explain my nickname, where it comes from, and she was kind of on board with all of that.
So you're really, I mean, you sound like you're very proud of being called the Wart.
It's a nickname that has stuck for a while, and it kind of gives me a little bit of a legendary aspect.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, definitely people know you.
Yeah.
If I'm talking about the Wart, there's only one person I'm talking about, and that's you.
Absolutely.
I should hope so.
All right. So how did everything go between you and her at the hotel bar?
Yeah, I think very good. You know, we drank a little bit. We talked a lot. We got to know each other very, I'm not going to say intimately, but, playfully. She laughed a lot. I laughed a lot. I may have told her one or too many personal things, like I ended up showing her a scar on my leg.
Why? Why'd you show her a scar on your leg?
Well, I had told her a story about being injured when I was a teenager, and then I was like, let me just show you. And so rolled up my pant leg, and there you go.
And the scar was like on your calf muscle or something, right? Not like your inner groin.
No, it's actually just upper thigh. Yeah, let's call it upper thigh.
Okay. So you pulled your pants all the way up to show her this scar.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Did that seem to
man.
turn her off at all?
No, not at all. I think it actually legitimized me and my story, because when I first told it to her, she didn't believe me. And I was like, all right, well, then, you're kind of asking for it. And showed her the scar. And she believed me at that point.
Okay.
Can I ask, I mean, you sound like a very nice person, but are you not very good with women?
I'm not going to be writing a book on women anytime soon, but I've had my mild successes here and there.
Okay.
I mean, I just can't imagine finishing a date with a guy that calls himself the Ward and he's showing me scars on his upper thigh and still being stoked about the situation.
Oh, come on. Everybody loves the Wart. Everybody loves to hang out with or go out with the Wart. Like you, I could see you liking the Wart.
Well, did it seem like she liked the Wart at the end of your date?
Well, here's how it kind of ended. Things were going well, and this is what I do. Because I'm very respectful of women, we split the check. And
you didn't pay?
Yeah.
And your reasoning for that is because you're respectful of women? Like,
well, yeah, because, I know she works, I work. I feel like it's a good move to be like, hey, I'm not dominating you by just throwing down all my money and paying for this.
equality. I like it.
We're equal partners in this. In this not quite relationship, but in this dating scenario.
Now, normally the tradition is a guy will pay on a first date.
Yes.
Did that seem to rub her the wrong way?
I don't think so. She paused for maybe a half a second, but she was like, oh, okay, I get you. And then she said, I respect that in return.
Okay.
And I offered to walk her to her car, which she said no. And then I offered to kiss her. I said, can the Wart get another kiss in? And yeah.
Did you say it like that? Did you refer to yourself as the Wart and ask if the Wart could get a kiss?
I did. I figured it worked the first time. I figured I had one more in me. And I did say I would call her, and she did say yes.
Yes.
So it seemed like a success, regardless of getting that last kiss.
And have you called her?
I have called her twice, and have yet to receive a response.
Okay, and how long has it been?
It's been a little over a week now.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like the wart is getting the old blow off. All right, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on, man.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I don't think I'm alone in saying I don't know why somebody wouldn't want to go on a date with the wart.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, the wart is on the phone. That's his nickname. His real name is Desmond, I guess, but he goes by the wart. And he went out with a girl named Jamie, who's not calling him back. They met at a hotel bar, hung out for a little while. He introduced her to the wart. And then they parted their ways, and they haven't talked since. And we're about to call her and see if something went wrong on their date. All right, Wart, are you ready?
I am so ready.
And has this nickname ever caused problems with women in the past?
Surprisingly not. I feel like I carry the nickname with confidence, and I think chicks dig that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Chicks dig warts. Chicks dig warts. We know that. All right. I'm going to dial the phone number right now and see if we can find out why she's not calling you back, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Jamie.
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Jamie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, what's that again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
What do you mean?
I mean that one of our listeners recently had an experience with you and actually emailed to see if we could get you on the phone and talk about it.
What do you mean by experience? What kind of experience?
I mean that you recently went out on a date with a guy and you're not calling him back, so he emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone to find out if he did something wrong during your date.
What's his name?
He calls himself the Wart.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Of course I remember him, yeah.
Yeah, I figured you would. He's kind of a memorable dude. We talked to him a little bit about your date. Did you like the Wart?
It's so weird to say.
Well, he was kind of weird and charming. He had like a unique personality.
Okay. All right. It's charming. That's good, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I have to say, I really felt like I was being pranked.
What?
Was it,
Yeah.
Was it because of his nickname?
Well, several things. I mean, who goes around calling themselves the Wart?
So you think that it could have been an elaborate setup by a friend?
Well, that's what I was thinking at the start, but then halfway through the date, I realized, oh, this guy's for real in his own weird way.
Yeah.
Was that exciting or?
It was weirdly charming. I mean,
Weirdly charming.
We talked to him, and I mean, he's kind of like, he sounds like a fun dude, just like an interesting guy.
I don't think he's boring at all. I mean, that's not it. He's the guy with the unique personality. I mean, it kind of grows on you, and I guess you have to respect that.
Okay. So did you not like him, though? I mean, you're not calling him back after you guys went out.
I mean, I don't really feel a romantic pull towards him.
Oh, why?
Okay. So like at the beginning of the date, you felt like it was a joke, and at the end of the date, you felt how?
I was just confused because his personality is one way, but the way he dressed was, ugh.
Whoa.
So he doesn't dress very well.
Well, I wouldn't say that he wasn't dressed well. It was just how he was dressed. I mean, in some ways he was dressed better than me.
How was he dressed? What was he wearing?
Well, he came in with knee-high boots. They were like leather with these buckles, and they were women's boots.
He was wearing women's boots.
Did you ask him about them?
I didn't want to offend him. I mean, so I didn't go into asking him all about it. But let me tell you, these were women's boots with like leather and straps, and they went up to your knees.
Interesting.
I mean, I just couldn't get over that his footwear was better than mine.
They do make you feel sexy, though. I mean, I will say,
Maybe
you
that
guys
was
should
it.
rock them one night, and you're like, well, yeah.
20 buckles later.
I can strut in these.
I mean, I guess he's an odd guy. It was an okay date, but I'm not going to go out with a guy that wears knee-high lady boots.
Okay.
I agree.
It seems a little judgy.
Do you actually think they were women's boots that he was wearing?
Oh, yeah. I've never seen men wear boots like that. I mean, seriously, never.
Was there a heel on them or no?
It was in the bar, so it was hard to tell, but I'm 99% sure they were women's boots.
Oh, my God.
I know how we can find out if they were, in fact, women's boots.
I don't need to know they're women's boots. I mean, I already know.
Well, I'd like to ask him regardless because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Wart?
How could he be on the phone?
Hello, Jamie.
Where'd you get the lady boots, Wart?
Poor Ward.
Let me tell you guys, they are not lady boots. This is like absolutely ridiculous that this is the hang up that this girl had. Those were brown knee-high leather Renaissance boots. They're extremely expensive. I paid like $300 for them. They're the pinnacle of men's fashion right now. I mean, I thought you would be impressed with something like that.
Look, whatever you want to call them, those were women's boots.
I mean, I bought them from a men's clothing store, so
I wasn't impressed. I mean, if I was wearing them, yeah, that would be great, but I'm not impressed if you're wearing them.
So you would wear those? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would wear them. I don't want the guy I'm going out with to wear them.
You know, I can't believe that you would not call me back just because my boots were more fashionable than anything you might have in your wardrobe. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous.
Well, I don't know. You know, it's just really weird between that and your name, and it's just.
I thought you were cool with the wart.
I mean, at first I got used to the wart. Yeah, I get it. But when I saw those boots, I mean, I thought, well, maybe he rides a motorcycle, but I didn't see any motorcycle.
Well, I don't ride a motorcycle, but I thought that you would be excited to see a man who has a keen sense of style such as me.
That's true. It's a bold move to wear knee-high boots anywhere, especially on a date.
Yeah.
Apparently, I guess I came on too strong shoe-wise.
You're really going to write him off from boots. I mean, I would have not gone out with him for a lot of other reasons, but boots wouldn't have been the deal breaker for me.
You didn't see these boots. I mean, if you saw these boots, I'm telling you, you would not go out with him.
Whoa.
Wow, this is the last time I go out of my way to impress a woman.
Jamie, I would like to ask you if you'll go on a second date with Wart.
Come on.
We will pay for it. If
I don't have to wear the boots.
Yeah, if he leaves the boots at home, will you go out with him again?
No, I mean, even if he leaves the boots at home, I could just imagine him wearing some high heel shoes on our next date.
It's fun. You never know what kind of shoe this guy's going to pick. So there's no way we can get you to go out with him again, Jamie.
No, I'm sorry. I really want to pass.
Aww.
And I was thinking of wearing clogs on our next date.
Ooh.
Forget that.
Fashion forward. Well, Jamie, thank you for being honest with us. We appreciate it.
Sure.
And Wart, better luck next time to you, okay?
A hard lesson learned.
I say, keep wearing the boots, man. That is sexy.
Well, thanks, guys. And if you ever have anyone who's interested in dating the Wart, please don't hesitate.
All right. We will hook you up with somebody, Wart.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, I just Googled those boots, and they're actually pretty fresh.
Yeah.
I kind of want a pair. We'll talk about what that means in just a second. But remember, if you're having any sort of legal issues that you might need help with, say you got in a car wreck and you're having trouble getting money from the insurance, or you're at work, went to pick up a heavy box and crack, your back broke.
Yikes.
Well, pick up the phone and call my friends at advocateslaw.com. They'll help you out. 206-512-3555. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it costs you nothing to talk to an attorney. At least ask them the question if you have a case, and they'll be honest with you. If you don't have one, they'll say no, and they might yell at you. Maybe not. They're pretty nice. They probably won't yell at you. But if you do have a case, they'll help you through it from start to finish. Again, it's advocateslaw.com, 206-512-3555. Now, the comment about the boots was in regards to the wart. If you missed the second date update, the guy that was calling in to find out why the girl wasn't calling him back was called the Wart. That's his nickname. Awesome. And he wanted to call a girl named Jamie. We got Jamie on the phone and found out the reason she wasn't calling him back. He wore lady boots.
Well, she thought they were
She called them lady boots, yeah.
He
Apparently,
said they were Renaissance.
Knee-high Renaissance men's Renaissance boots. And I Googled a picture of them. I don't think that they're very fashionable, but he said it's the pinnacle of men's fashion right now. And I asked people to text in at 78592 if they want to go out with the Wart, because I promised it might help find him a date. Nobody wants to go out with the Wart.
Granted, the guy calls himself the Wart, and that is definitely a red flag.
Yep.
But I think we should all give somebody, a man in lady boots, a chance.
Keep texting in if you want to date a guy who wears women's boots and his name is the Wart.
Yeah.
He's here for you. Text in 78592. And if you want to do a second date update, remember, just email the show and we'll call the person who didn't call you back.